Well, my name is Megan McKenzie. I'm the marketing manager of Eastern Distributors, and our event was the open house trade night. Basically, the biggest challenge that any distributor faces is how do we get our stores to know what we have in stock? The best way is to show them. I went to the guys and said, okay, we need to open the doors, bring our customers in and showcase what we've got. And that gives our suppliers the opportunity as well to showcase their new products. That's why we do the open house trade night. Well, this one was a special one because firstly, it was the first physical event back after COVID. We put a lot of expectation on that because we wanted to really come back with a boom. Secondly, it was the grand opening of the renovation to this warehouse. So it's not until you walk into that space that you go, holy heck, that is a lot of space. This is a really big project for us. It's really important. We're putting our reputation on the line, building reputation, things like that. And it's really important that we're working with a team that understands that. And this is wholeheartedly, I would not work with any other team but 𝚂𝙾𝙲𝙸𝙰. 𝚂𝙾𝙲𝙸𝙰 have the benefit of being small enough that you're working with 1 to 2 members of their team of the whole planning process. That's really important for me. Not once has there been an issue. Not once have I ever had a doubt in my mind that things wouldn't get done. And this event was certainly the extreme. I come to our meetings with some fairly out there ideas, and Emma is the most phenomenal GM that you guys have. And she just goes, yep, we can do that. And it gets done. It's amazing. And from a client's perspective, that's so important to know that yes is always the first answer. Again, we're working in a concrete box. You guys are used to working in beautiful, elaborate venues or conference centers and things like that. I'm asking you to work in a concrete box. Are you serious? Yeah, she would definitely bring a lot of things that I wouldn't think of to the table. And that's just from experience. You guys are the experts, yeah? And that's what we employ you for. Emma brought a lot of ideas to the table that really helped tie it in. So when our stores and our suppliers walked in, their first initial comment was, wow. We started planning from February, March. And so when it was go time, that 3-day period, we'd planned for 3 days of setting up because we had over 500 meters of picket fencing to put up. Typically in an expo event, you have partitions for each booth. So we had to simulate that because I didn't want high walls. I wanted it all to be open plan, but it needed to have structure. So the white picket fencing brought that in. And that worked perfectly because we're in the pet and stock feed industry. It needed to feel like the pet and stock feed industry. That was a big part of the brief with Emma initially, is that I want this to be a festival. I want this to feel like people can come in and feel relaxed and know that they're a part of something really special. And that had to have that pet feel to it, stock feed feel to it, and welcoming feel to it. So you felt like you could take your time, relax, food's over there, drinks over there, everything's sorted, there's not a worry in the world. And that's how it was. And I wanted to make sure that if we were to keep doing our open houses, that we had that feel to it. And so what better way to do that is to have music, food, drinks, relaxation. And so people then drop their guard, they chat to their competitors, they chat to their friends, they make connections. And that's how people grow their businesses. The customer experience was next level. I mean, we had lots of interaction. I think the main thing was that we were in a warehouse and we transformed that into basically a whole festival. And that's what blew people's minds. And our suppliers went above as well. It was up to them what they had on their stand and to design their stand internally in what they had outwards facing. And so we really, really encouraged them to go next level. Like Nestle had their basketball machine. Obviously we had live snakes and crocodiles and stuff like that, which, I mean, that's amazing. And there was quite a few stands that were next level, was phenomenal. So I hope for next year, a lot of them were taking note of oh gee, I really need to step it up. I think the concepts of the beer garden and the food truck alley were really well received. I think that really worked. Having them in 2 well-placed areas away from each other worked really well. Just all those little details add up to so much. Yeah, I think For me, that's probably my favourite, is just those little things that all added up. The event blew people's minds. Absolutely blew people's minds. I can't answer any more than that. And for suppliers to come up to me and go, I can't believe this. This is next level. I've never been to an event of this standard. And for people to say, I can't wait for next year to see what you pull out of the hat next year as well. Fantastic. Thinking back on this, I was just searching for events hire and I came across your website, and I think what stood out was that you were along the same lines as what I was looking for. Even your name, Feel Good, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for that kind of supplier that was going to be in line with what I was trying to achieve, which was a light-hearted, warm but not stuffy event hire company that could fulfill what I was after, but also was going to be great to work with as well. Just watching Em debrief the team every morning, right team, we're going to do this, this and this and this, but every one of that members of that team was just engaged, they were focused, they went, yep, no worries, but then they were just happy. They wanted to be there. They took pride in it as well. That's what blew my mind too. And it wasn't just a team of one or two, this was a big team, and every single member of that team was just phenomenal.
What would you say to someone who's considering working with Feel Good events?
Do it.
Yeah.
Yes, no questions. We wouldn't have had the event that we had, which was a phenomenal success, without you guys. So I cannot thank you enough.